Hi Leo, and welcome to your October 2020 general reading. So we're in Libra season. So in the natural zodiac, and I don't mean your birth chart, the natural zodiac Libra would be in your third house. The third and ninth house axis is, so the third house is about, it's the Mercury function, and it's about knowledge and information. And I am sort of laughing because one of the Lenormands that you pulled is the Book of Knowledge. So the third house collects information and it actually shares it in the ninth house of teaching, wisdom. So it's the third and ninth house axis. So you got the Book of Knowledge, and then you got the compass. And the ninth house, I mean, it's about education, but it's also about migration. It's about change. It's about living in the truth. And there's a lot of these cards, and the theme of October seems to be something about the search for truth, the search for place, the right place. So you might be having themes about how you bring your skills into the world, would be the third and ninth house axis. How you teach, that sort of, it's all about knowledge and information. And I feel that I need to do your actual tarot cards before I find out more. So the Libra archetype is all about relationships with one-to-one, but also our relationships with the world, your place in the world, right place, right relationship, right knowledge. So give me a throw of cards to let me know what's going on for Leo, because I know you said Libra for the sign for the month of October, and my words are going all cuckoo. I think I'm actually noticing my energy is a bit scattered actually, and I think most people's are. It's been such a life transforming year for people, and I think we're all trying to find our place. By the way, I think we're all trying to reorientate ourselves to not only the changes we've gone through, but the changes that lie ahead of us. And I think maybe that's what those cards were saying, because I noticed myself going a little bit wobbly, and I'm going, okay, so maybe there's a reorientation happening for you, Leo. So let me find out, because you had some really big readings in September. I think of all the signs, a lot of the energy was on you. So behind you, Nine of Pentacles, which is the Virgo archetype. The new moon's been in Virgo. Self-reflection, digestion of experience, but also very much being in the here and now. Stop the, what's that as a reggae song? Stop the train, I want to get off. I want to take time off. I want to step away from the fray, and I want to reflect and digest on where I've been. Okay, and that's why Virgo comes after Leo. We stop, we pause, we digest, and then we move forward again in the Libra archetype with the Ace of Cups. So lovely week you've got. I don't know when you're watching this. This will be the last week of September. Self-reflection, self-love. But I think the Ace of Cups is a real Leo card. I think it's a Leo and Aquarius card. This is the new archetype where humanity needs to move towards, where the head and the heart move into alignment. Yeah, basically. Where the head would be Aquarius and the heart is Leo. That is the archetype of the age of Aquarius, when we don't only live through our emotions, but also our objectivity, making wise, clear, directive choices about our future, basically. Now what you want is the Six of Pentacles, which is mutuality. Might be going for an interview. Quite often shows up about reaching out to find out about a job. Can be going for an interview. It's about the flow of finances. The gift is a Tower card. Now the Tower card is a gift. It's pretty wonderful, actually. The Tower card is probably my favourite card. Probably the Tower and the Ace of Cups, actually. This is some sort of shift that's about to happen for you. And it's good because it's the gift. It might be some sort of epiphany, some sort of wake up, or it might be a stroke of luck that's helping you get this mutuality, or the flow of finances is getting better. The challenge is a Six of Wands. So relationships, you've got the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is a little bit guarded. I have to say, I don't mind the Seven of Wands because the door's beginning to open. So if there's been difficulty, there'll be a little bit of breakthrough, a little bit more entry into the internal world of the other person. But there's still boundaries here. Are boundaries a negative? Absolutely not. I quite like the Seven of Wands. I might clarify it, find out more what's going on. Money and work, you have got the Five of Cups, which is very odd with these cards. Because the Five of Cups can feel like a little bit of a loss and a disappointment, yeah? I'm not going to... It can be... I mean, it is. But it's got the Tower over it, which is giving you the Six of Pentacles. And so it might be there's some loss and disappointment followed by there's going to be a sudden breakthrough for you this month for the Tower as the gift. Yeah, told you. Ten of Pentacles at a soul level. This could be some sort of... this is one of these cards, I think, that might be a disappointment that leads to a much better place. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. Yeah, because look at the outcome. King of Pentacles. So this is just celebrating because it's clarified with the Three of Cups. So whatever you've got going on, and I tell you, if there's any disappointments, Leo, around your work, around the flow of finances, I would feel my feelings. Always feel your feelings. A healthy person feels their feelings, all of them. I feel disappointed. And you know what? See, sometimes if it's just, and I am going to allow myself to feel that feeling. Yeah, that is fully processed emotions are a healthy person. Repressed emotions are not what we want here. Yeah, that's what creates the subconscious. That's what creates our karmic patterns. So whatever you need to feel, please, for me, allow yourself to process it. Because when we process it, that's when we get like the Queen of Cups. It's basically we are chemistry on legs, and allowing ourselves to feel things is what moves it. So what you want is a Six of Pentacles. So this can be a bit going for an interview, okay? It talks about the flow of money between two people, or it's about mutuality and reciprocity between two people. It's an earth sign card. I love the Six of Pentacles if it's a relationship theme, because it's very much your cards on the table. It's very straightforward. So there's none of this, oh my gosh, you know, this Neptune realm. I love Neptune as well, by the way, but everything's I am me, you are you. And the scales are, you want the scales to balance, which is Libra. So this can be about money, but it can also be about the straightforwardness between you and someone else. The gift is a Tower. The gift of the Tower is a sudden breakthrough. you want this breakthrough, because look what's happening at a soul level. 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles with the 3 of Cups is the outcome, which is a release of pressure. It's the celebration. It's a happy conclusion to something. And the King of Pentacles is a very solid, very secure financial base to be in. So you really, really want the Tower as the gift. But it might come a little bit bittersweet, which means there might be some disappointments to process before you get the conclusion card. Because the challenge is the 6 of Wands, which is the victory card. So I think that's why the 5's showing up here. It's almost there's something that needs to be worked through. Something that needs to be worked through completely in order to get this victory, which means there might be a loss before there's a breakthrough, which is so much the Fool's journey, by the way. It's so much the human journey, isn't it? It's like we think all is lost, and then suddenly from nowhere comes this breakthrough. It might be an epiphany, or I think for you it's an actual breakthrough on the earth realm. And the earth realm is the 3D, you know, it's the pentacles, it's what you can touch and you can see and you can feel. It's our foundations, essentially. So 7 of Pentacles and Wands in your relationships. What's this about? See, I don't mind it. Yeah, with the Ace of Swords. So there's been communication issues. It'll begin to change with the 7 of Wands. It's like the defenses are starting to come down. So if there's been an issue with two people have been quite guarded, and since you want the 6 of Pentacles, there's a very good chance that's what's been happening. So you've been in the 5, so feeling a little bit separate maybe. And then the 6 is the flow again, and in the 7 the guards are beginning to come down. There's still a little bit of guardedness, but maybe that's what's, you know, 2020 has been a real, it's been a real Pluto Scorpio year for everyone. And quite a lot of our, when we're in a process like this year, we are all doing it alone, even though we can be with people, and most of us are. It's still a very singular journey. And a lot of us have been together but separate, because at the end of the day, that when we are doing sort of the change work, we all do feel quite lonely in it. And the way that I see it is that we're all processing in our own way. I don't dislike this energy in any shape or form, by the way. So if you're looking at it and going, well, there's a little bit of defensiveness, I would say it's the opposite. That there's been that, and there's an opening, and there's clarity beginning to shine through. There's some bittersweetness around your finances. Maybe that's life, by the way. You know, I deal with a lot of people, and a lot of people think, oh my gosh, the human being should never have difficult experiences. It's just the biggest load of, it's like dealing almost with a Peter Pan character. Life is ups and downs, and life is a process of grieving, disappointments, but they generally lead to other paths. And I find those other paths are the paths that we're always meant to be on in the first place, you know, a little bit like the Hanging Man, that sort of thing, Neptune realm. And there's a plan for our lives, Leo. There is a plan for our lives. And I mean, I guess that's a journey. It's just goddamn finding that plan. Which, okay, tell me why the Five of Cups is showing up here for Leo. What's the story? Because it's quite a deep card. It's Mars and Scorpio. It's a deeply felt feeling of... The word disappointments came up, and I'm going to use that word without it feeling like it's like I'm dropping a boulder. It's a feeling of disappointment and loss here, and it's with the World card. So the World card is obviously Saturn. It's the Master card. It's a whole process completed. So we start again in the Fool card. So maybe some of you are, because the world that we're going to be moving into is really, really not the world that we thought we were. There's a process we're working through, Leo. And I mean, I love the fact that, because I'm an Aquarius, so me and you are opposites. And it's really the energy that me and you hold together, which is very much the Ace of Cups and the Tower card, is what's going to bring on this new era we're moving into. But none of us know what it's going to look like, and there is disappointments because avenues that we thought we were going to walk down maybe feel, well, that's not an option for me anymore. So there might be a call for you to step up here. And I'm having my own thing, by the way. So, and go, okay, well, how do I become empowered? How do I become empowered in this new world? Because God, does the world need the Leo energy right now? I think it needs it like it's never needed anything so much in this world. And probably the Leo and the Virgo are the two main, you know, that sort of, I shine my light and then I bring it down to earth and I process it and I bring it into form. And there might be a real call for you to say, how do I become empowered at the moment? Okay. Now, I'm really assuming everyone watching are not in dire consequences, because when you're in dire consequences, you don't even have the attention to watch a tarot reading, which means you've probably got a little bit of time, okay? Between now and December, really, really is a big, and I know of any of my clients in America, I know you've got the election going on. I don't do politics, guys, apart from my close personal friends. There's a lot going on for you. I think this is a call, how do I become empowered? How do I become empowered? How do I not feel like I'm this victim of my circumstances? You know, how do I take back my roar? How do I take back my power and reorganize myself, reclaim my identity in order to step forward to this new world we will be stepping into pretty soon, by the way. We're really, really getting close to December. December, Saturn moves into Aquarius, Jupiter moves into Aquarius, and we're moving into a whole new start, a whole new era. I'm not saying it's going to be straightforward. I'm really, really not. But it's happening. And I wonder a lot of your energies, how do I become empowered for this new phase? Ten of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. These are the highest financial cards you can get, okay? Leo, if you have this... Now, there's certain things that are going to be crucial in the new era. Yeah, so some of them is obviously the ground under your feet, but so self-actualization. Self-actualization, you know, Maslow's hierarchy. I need food, I need shelter, I need clothing. We also need self-actualization, because it's a self-actualization that's going to provide the the shelter and the food. And self-actualization is just becoming, you know, 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 self-actualization is just becoming, you know your own sense of identity, what you love, who you are, and bringing your energy forward into the world. Some of you might not be feeling it because a lot of people are very tired. Yeah, a lot of people are very, very exhausted. And this might be a process of becoming. So getting yourself organized. I know that's exactly where I'm at, and I don't expect to be anywhere different until December, January. So no beating yourself up, just about reflection, rebuilding, because if you're getting the financial support, which you definitely are, by the way, you're being given it for a very good reason. And it might just be, oh, okay, so I have like a cage, I've got a little bit of freedom here. So I can begin, Tower card, the gift, the World card, to bring through some new empowerment. And it's not only into my world, it's into the world. Okay, and that's what the Leo Aquarius access is about. We bring from our own heart, we bring it into the world. And stunningly powerful reading, Leo. Again, very, very similar to last month. I thought that your reading, but maybe the mistake that I made was I should have said that a lot of us are being asked to get prepared. December's a massive month, absolutely. One of the biggest we'll see for a long time, in January. And maybe this is about preparing ground. How can I empower myself? I quite like your relationship readings. I'm always deeply content if I get cards like that, because I love boundaries. I don't like walls, but I like boundaries, and I like people knowing how to regulate themselves and not you know, I like well-regulated people who have boundaries. In fact, only give me regulated people who have boundaries, because I feel so safe around them. Leo, I love your reading. I went on and on and on, and it's really funny. You're the only sign. I've done a blog on cutting energetic ties from the past, and you're the only sign that I've not had to lead to that blog. It's a video that I've done on releasing relationships from the past. You're the only sign I haven't said you have to go and do it. So there you go. And it's given me a bit of breath of fresh air, because every reading's been like an intense therapy session. So much love, Leo. And I don't know what mid-month YouTube they're not promoting my videos, and I'm getting so little views, guys. And it's like, oh my gosh, I just don't know what the way forward's going to be. But thank you for all yous who support me. So much love. Bye.